Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jaren the Leaves and welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 10 of 12 days of Christmas. So for today's video, I wanted to do a video that I could look back on. This time of the year brings forth reflection and all that, but for me, I would like to be able to reflect next year by looking back on this video. And I thought it would be cool to capture what all my Carla hybrids look like. So if it wasn't clear, I really do love Carla Blackiaes. I love Carlas. I love them a lot. I also obviously am on a deep Anthurium kick. I know that y'all see that. Y'all know that. Y'all feel me. So for today's video, I thought I would just pull those out of my cabinets and then show you all of the Anthurium I have that are Carla hybrids, and then show you my two straight up Carlas that are, I guess, technically hybrids, but they were crossed with other Carlas. So they're still pure they're still like full 100% Carla, but they wouldn't technically be like, I guess, like a botanist wouldn't say that it's a pure species. It would be a hybrid, but like for a collector, it's a Carla. So with that being said, let's jump into it. We're gonna actually start off just so that y'all can kind of see what Carlas look like. Well, y'all know what Carlas look like. Why would I even play y'all like that? We're gonna start off with my two Carlas. I'm gonna start with the one that I got for free, so it's much smaller. And oh, disclaimer, all of these Carla hybrids, I got all of these from Phytorod. They are one of my favorite places to shop. They are one of my favorite places to just hang out on Palm Street. Love them. Y'all should check them out. That's all I have on that. But yeah, this one here is a Carla OG5 by RA4 crossed with a T1. So here's the little baby. That's what she's looking like right there. And she does have an emergent. I did actually just have to help her pop out because the leaf started unfurling, but the tip was kind of in. So I don't think that this next leaf is going to be beautiful, but it'll be something. I think I had to remove a leaf or a leaf fell off. I don't know, but this is a little baby, and this came with their buy one. Like basically they had like a deal going on. So if you spent a certain amount of money, then you got to get the free Carla. So this was 100% free. And yeah, really, really excited about this one. It doesn't look like very Carla-esque yet because it's really small, but you could kind of see that it's already starting to put out like that forking venation at the top. I'm excited to see what she continues to be, but this is one of two of my pure Carlas. Oh, I did want to name, I did this on this channel, but I potted it into, like, it has a leca layer, etc. And I'm not keeping this one yet in a reservoir until the roots get a little bit closer to the bottom, just because I don't want it to be like flooded out for no reason. Yeah, and I am keeping it consistently moist. Okay, this next one is the Carla that I bought myself for my birthday. And this is the same exact cross. So this is OG5 RA4 by Carla T1. Now this is the leaf that I got and I showed y'all in my birthday, I guess, unboxing video. Okay, come on y'all, don't be playing with me like that. But this is what it looked like. And now here is an emergent leaf that I have. I am so excited about this leaf. And I think even on camera, it's kind of picking up some of the pinkiness that it has in the venation. Oh gosh, golly darn. This plant is so stunning, okay? It's stunning. I was initially nervous. I am seeing fuzzy root growth, which is making me happy. I was initially nervous. I do think I'm gonna give this one a little drink, just so that it could sit a little bit with a tiny reservoir of water, but because I'm seeing roots down here. So this is what I meant when I said I wait until the roots are down there. You can kind of see until they start, dipping towards the leca. I don't want to leave too much water and let it be too moist without it needing that, but it's clear it's going to need that. And this isn't even hardened off yet, so I'm excited to see how much more it's going to expand. Even on the back of the leaf, oh, I don't want to touch it. So on the back of the leaf, the emergent, you can kind of see some of the pink coming through there too. It's a stunning plant. So those are my full-fledged Carlas. Now, having seen this, keep this image in your mind as you're looking at the rest of these hybrids that I show you. I'm choosing to go with the one that I think looks the most like a Carla despite being a Carla hybrid. And this is my Silver Blush crossed with a Carla. So this is the leaf that made me say, oh yes, we're gonna go for it, because it had that like thick venation. But now here is, she's dripping because I out. She had like a little reservoir. Let me even show y'all. So you see she has like this nice thick juicy root in there that was digging into the reservoir. So I have been keeping her with a little bit of a reservoir. That's a dipping into the reservoir, dipping down towards the leca. So I've been keeping what you call it, I've been keeping water moisture down there just so that the roots down there don't dry out. But yeah, anywho, this is the newest leaf. It's still emerging. Though she doesn't have the same color as the Carla emergent, the veination and everything is so Carla heavy. It isn't like blistery yet. You know how like silver blush kind of has like that, the veins are like very like messy, you know, they're not crisp, they're not neat. It's not quite doing that. It's doing a touch, like just a little bit. I'm just so excited about this plant. This one looks the most like a Carla though for me. I just really, really like this plant so bad. So bad. So bad. And I can't wait to see how much more this one expands. I think one of my hopes for this was that it would kind of give a little bit of roundness. I don't know that it will, because when you look at this seedling leaf, it was a little bit round, but this one kind of got a little bit longer. And this one is kind of doing the same like longer thing. I was hoping it would be a little bit round, but we'll see how it continues to grow. For now, it looks like it might just be literally a lighter green, a lighter green Carla, essentially. Okay, this one also might drip because I'm also keeping this one with a bit of a reservoir down at the bottom, because if you look, there are nice chunky roots down at the bottom there. Why is it not focusing until I do that? I don't know. But yeah, chunky roots down there. And this is a Carla Seropap. That's the mom, crossed with a Carla SKG clone. So it has Carla in it twice, essentially. I'm gonna put the parents of this one on the screen actually, just so you guys can see. So here is like the Carla Seropap, and then here is the Carla SKG clone that led to this. So this was the leaf that I think, this is the one it came with that made me say, oh yes, absolutely. Is that the one that made me buy it? Yes, because it had like the little abs, and I love that. And now here is an emergent leaf. So it's clear to me that this one is going to have a lot more abs. It is, it's velvety, but not as velvety, obviously, as like the other Carla or the silver blush, etc. It is velvet though. It's just not quite as velvet as the other plants. So that's kind of cool. I am looking forward to seeing where this one is going to take it. I can see that some of the veination is coming through, but it seems like it's going to have much more like crisp lines and thinner veination as compared to like the thick veination that you see on typical Carlas. I do think that this is going to be a longer leaf plant, which is kind of excited. I'm kind of excited about that. And I do want to see if it maintains that like abs bumpy feature here, like that like slight velateness here, because I can see that on this new emergent, you could see like there's bumps there. So hopefully it maintains that. But I like this one because they were so hype about it on the lives. And when I saw this one on their Fleur-K live, I said, you know what, Gora, treat yourself. And I ended up getting it. So here I am. Okay, this next one I was probably most excited for when I initially placed the order. And this is a Carla Pat by Carla 5x10. So this one is literally it's mostly Carla. Okay, it's like 75% Carla basically. But it actually didn't end up coming out looking just like a Carla. So this is the leaf that I bought it with, but then my order was a little bit delayed, right? So when I got it, this is the leaf it arrived with. Oop, there we go. And you can see on the sides of the leaf that there's some like, you see it. It's like now it's looking crispy, but basically what happened is that was edema. So I think I either let it dry out or let it have too much access to moisture. As a matter of fact, I think it was too much access to moisture because I initially left it with a reservoir the first couple days that I transitioned it into this pot. But remember, it didn't have roots down at the bottom. And I don't think that the plant really appreciated that. It didn't have the ability to use all the water, so cells burst, etc. on this one. And this was like an emergent leaf when I had first done that. It wasn't hardened off at all, actually. But it's okay. She's still cool. She's still doing good. And she darkened up quite a bit. I was a little bit nervous about where I placed this, whether or not it was going to stay like a darker green like this one. But it is. I really, really like the veining. And then I also really appreciate that pink at that sign, the pink little mark at the sinus there. Love that. It does have an emergent leaf coming out right now. And I can see that it still has like that crisp line down the middle, and nothing looks like it's going to get any like messy at all. But I really, really do like this. I feel like there's like obviously the fork in the road venation that Carlas do, but it looks like it's gonna be just a little bit more elongated. And it also seems like hopefully it might have some kind of ears going on. Because if you look here, it has like, there's like space between the ears. So I'm wondering if it's gonna start to get like taller earlobes, right? And like if you look at the emergent, it does look like it's trying to do like a little thing with some ears. So that's kind of my hope there. But this one has rooted really well. As you can see, there are roots all up through. So now I do leave it with a little reservoir. And whenever I leave the plants in a slight reservoir inside of the cabinet, I do it very differently than when I do an ambient. So I already mentioned in a previous video that with my ambient Anthurium, I keep them with like maybe an inch of water as a reservoir, but I don't do that with my Anthurium in the cabinet because I think that's way too much water because the humidity stays pretty high in there intentionally. I do air it out like every day, even though there are fans in there. I just don't like to like exchange the air essentially. And I keep the Anthurium in the cabinet at a minimum of 70% humidity. Now, sometimes it'll drop down to 64, but that indicates to me that the plants need water. Either they need water or I need to fill the humidity, the pebble trays, because I have pebble trays along the entire bottom of the cabinet that this one is in. So I only keep it in like a centimeter, maybe a centimeter and a half of water, just so that after I'll water it so that it's fully moist and then leave that little bit. Now my ear coming off. Oh my God. Not you trying to do that to me. But yeah, that's basically what I do with this one. I'm excited to see where she's going to go, but she does have like Carla in her, but she looks, if you are a person that is not into Anthurium, I'm sure you're like, girl, these all look the same, but I really loved this one right here. This leaf sold me, but it's continuing to hold on to like a similar vibe. So I can't wait to see what it looks like as it gets bigger. All right, I have 4 more left and I'm pretty sure I have like a small seedling or something in there that I just didn't want to take out. So yeah, this next one is my AOS BVEP crossed with a Carla QP. So I got this one actually as grower's choice. And when I got it, she was like, oh, this leaf, oh my God, it's a little damaged, but I feel like it's going to be a good one. And I just want to say shout out to my girl. Shout out to my girl because she was not wrong. Here is where we're at right now. This is the emergent leaf. This looks so, so good. Akana. I love it so much. Oh, like stop. Take a moment. Take it in. Yeah. That's real nice. I'm even seeing now like there's so many roots forming. I love that for me. When I put it in here, I might have been a little bit nervous because there weren't a ton of roots on it, but somehow it had taken it here. And obviously there has been a size jump from this leaf that to this leaf here that is still soft-ish. It's not probably going to expand too much more, but she's looking real good. Like I am really, really impressed and excited by this plant and I can't wait to see what she looks like. I'm hoping that she is going to be like nice, long, and dark. All of the plants that she's crossed with are dark plants, so I'm hoping that she darkens up a little bit more as she continues to harden off. I really, really, really appreciate that crisp, thin veining as well. And it looks like she's getting a little bit of like that bumpiness from the, I guess it's the Ace of Spades has that, right? Because it's not the BVEP or the Carla, but I really appreciate this one. It's so nice. It is so, so nice. And like, this is the leaf that we got. I cannot wait to see how much she sizes up with that next leaf. Because she did do a nice little jump from here to here, considering this is the first leaf I grew at my house. I'm being so gentle as I'm putting these plants back in because I actually put them into trays to carry them over to film here. But yeah, the next plant that I have, I feel like this one is what made me say, okay, now it's time to chill with the Carla hybrids, specifically because I think this one looks pretty similar to, did I even say what that was? Was that the Ace of Spades? Oh yeah, this looks really similar to, I think, the AOS BVEP crossed with a Carla QP. Obviously not the same, but similar. So this is a Carla Vet by Carla S1. And this is actually by Jungle Deluxe, but I did buy it from Pow and Josh because they were selling, I guess, plants for, I don't know the person's name, I can't remember, but yeah, selling plants for them. When I got the plant, this was the leaf that sold me on it. I thought this was really cute. And this is the leaf that I just recently grew, which if you can see, it is, no, this one is actually dark, much darker. I think it's actually, yeah, it's more hardened off, but this one is much darker. I really appreciate the veining and that little, what is this? The little, this piece here. I really like that. I don't know. I really love that little, the sinus, that little, whatever is going on there. I don't know. Someone said that that's pretty, basically like Carla-esque. I like it. The color that it's holding on to and how dark, it's like blue tone dark. It's, ooh, it is very nice. I just said that these look similar, but I'm realizing they look similar, but not the same, you know? But this is, yeah, this is mostly Carla though, whereas the other one is not mostly Carla, it's only 50% Carla. And this one does look like it's gonna have a lot more of like that pink in that midrib. Like look how pinky that is. That's nice. I really like this one. It does have like a couple of roots coming down to the reservoir there. I don't see any dead roots, which is fantastic, you know, because we don't want to see that. I did just water this one, so it's a little bit heavier, but I really appreciate it. And I want this plant to kind of size up a little bit more, hopefully with the next leaf, because I don't think that the jump from here to here wasn't massive, but I'm not willing to put it into a much bigger pot until this completely like roots all the way out in here. Anything that's potted into here, once it fully takes over, like rooting into this, is when I'll probably jump it from here to like a 4-inch, you know, or like a 4 or 5-inch pot. And that's when I'll like start its boat mode journey. Shout out to the Anthurium people. But that's when I'll start that kind of journey, is once they get a little bit bigger. But I can already see this one working on a new leaf because right here it's already swelling. Yeah, it's like swelling up already. I don't know if y'all can see. My bad, y'all. The focus today has not been focusing. But yeah, so once it's swelling like that, you know that a new leaf is about to come out. So I'm excited because this one is the color. It's like the color that I'm looking for. And it's also nice and blue, which I'm noticing that some of the Anthurium, and I know everybody's gonna be like, girl, it's just a green leaf. But some of the Anthurium have like a blue toned like darkness to them, while some are just like a deep dark green. This feels almost like somebody threw a little blue in the mix. Like it just, I love it. Another one I have that is mixed with Ace of Spades. This is my Anthurium magnificum crossed with an AOS Carla, right? Yes. And this is a leaf that, oh gosh, I just watered it, so it's like dripping. But this is a leaf that I was so proud of, so excited with, loved it down so bad, even included it in like my November favorites. It's very dark, very cute. Here is the emergent leaf that I mentioned was coming out in that video. She is looking so good. She is beauty, she is grace. It is doing that thing at the top that Carlas do, like that little forked off piece at the top, which I think is really cute. And then, I don't know, like the color on it, it's just, I love it. And then I also think this one also hardens off to having like that bluish darkness. This leaf got significantly darker than the one that it came with. This is the one it came with. And this is where we took it to. Let me like do that again. So here's, I don't know if y'all can tell. I can tell in person. I swear it's darker. Okay, no, if I turn it, y'all can see. I swear, you can see it's darker. Yeah, it's getting darker. So I'm hoping that this leaf here, as it continues to expand, it also is darker. It will be due for an up pot. The minute that this leaf hardens off, I am going to upsize it. I just didn't want to do it while this one was hardening off. I feel like I might I might do that for ones that I'm not too scared of. But at this stage, I want to make sure she stays good. That is also the reason that I took them out using bins, was to prevent me like messing them up while I took them out. But she's looking real cute. Okay, so the next one that I have two. Wow, I have so many Carla hybrids. But anyway, this next one is complex. So I actually got this as a part of when I first found them, they were doing, they might still be doing it, maybe they're not, but they were doing like a new to Anthurium bundle. And this is a Pappy Mag crossed with BVEP, crossed with, the mom is a Pappy Mag by BVEP, and dad is a Carla BVEP. So that's what this one is. And I think this has so much going on in it that this is obviously the one that looks the least like Carla, but Carla makes up like such a small percentage of who she is. But look how bumpy. She's so bumpy. Oh my God. She's also wet because I spray sometimes inside of the cabinet. What I'll do is I'll use my pump sprayer, spray the walls, spray the leaves a little bit. Especially after I water, I try to throw in as much moisture so that the humidity goes back up the minute that I close those doors. And then it maintains from there. But because when you open the doors for a long period of time, the humidity drops. Like if I'm looking in the cabinet that I took all of these plants out of, most of these out of, the humidity probably dropped down to like 50-something% because they also were helping raise the humidity. But yeah, this one has a new leaf coming out. I can't wait to see how it continues to look. This is so bolate. I'm hoping that that maintains. I don't know where that would have come from in here, but yeah, it's got BVEP in it twice. So I'm hoping that this is going to be muted veins, bumpy, and dark. I don't want it to be long, so hopefully it stays like kind of roundish. I don't want it to be too skinny as it extends, but we don't know. She's still small, but here is one of the least Carla of my Carla hybrids, I think. All right, and then finally, I'm like looking around in this to make sure, because I always want to check whenever I have these up close. If roots are coming to the bottom, I want to make sure that I start leaving a reservoir, but they're not. It's been not enough time. So this is my FTG Self crossed with a Carla by Soul Reaper, so a Carla Pap, I guess. Soul Reaper is a Pap? I think so. Anywho, here is what she's looking like. I just recently showed you all this plant, but this one I was really hoping more for like, and I think I am going to achieve that. I want a wider sinus plant, so I do think that I might get a much wider sinus. I am keeping this in like closer to like a light, not too close, but close enough. Oh my God, not the new leaf. Okay, the new leaf was like resting on the soil. Sometimes I just don't understand that. Why you want to bend downward? What's up with that? My crystal has also been doing that, and that's kind of bothering me. But anyway, I'm gonna set it on top of a different leaf. Just prop yourself up, bro. But anyway, it's got a new leaf coming out, and I do want the sinus to be a little bit wide. I know I'm not gonna get a flat sinus one, but something that kind of has like that V divot would be really nice. I do appreciate the veins that it has on it. I don't want it to have too many like secondary veins. I think it's going to have that. Maybe this one right here, but I'd like for these that come down to be the primary veination that the plant has. So we'll see how she continues to do. And I want her to be a darker green, but she doesn't have to be pitch black. We'll see what she develops into, honestly. Here's the new leaf, and she's coming out. I don't know. I think, does this need to be watered? Is it dry? Yeah, I think it could take a little water. So I might give it a little sunshine, you know, as I put it back in there. But this was my last Carla hybrid. Thank y'all for stopping in and for watching me chit chat about all of the millions and millions of Carla hybrids that I have. And with that being said, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.